Hello, soul family, light workers, and star seeds. I'm Denali Veda, and I was called today to share a vision that I had about the awakening and what's going on in the world, and going to talk a little about dark night of the soul, more on my vision and what we can do in these times. So I'm going to start with, hold on here, a little bit about light workers and myself. So I'm a healer and teacher, intuitive empath, and enlightened life coach would be my title. I'm creator and founder of Denali Mind, Body, Soul, and I've been an activist and researcher for almost 20 years. I'm an ominist and a quantum healer, as I said, and I practice introspective past life hypnosis, and actually an evolution of that now that's guided by the angels. My studies include the Hindu Vedas, Buddhism, Gnostic Christianity, and other ancient traditions. I went through my dark night of the soul majorly in 2015. I almost died from Lyme disease and was bedridden for a year. And that was part of my big awakening, and I was reborn. I have been on a mission after my healing and spiritual awakening to assist and guide others, teaching and guiding others the way back to the light and how to heal their mind, body, and soul and awaken their true self. And then I resonate with light worker. There's many names, star seeds, indigo. I believe they're all pretty much the same thing. But the purpose of a light worker is to wake up the people that inhabit this beautiful planet and connect them with their true divine self or spirit. Our role is to teach oneness and close the separation gap that occurs when we forget that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience and not the other way around. So, okay, very good. And so starting off with the awakening and how my vision relates, it was a warning. Corona was supposed to wake people up. It was doing a good job in the beginning, and it got slower and has turned stagnant now. My cat, sorry. But so God's not happy, Source isn't happy right now. So more hard times, more tribulations are coming, and we need to prepare for those. And prepare, of course, with food and water and essentials to be comfortable, but also preparing spiritually and physically. Make sure we're praying more, meditating more, not falling into fear is so important. That fear is a trap. Fear it lowers your vibration, and you won't be protected as long as you're in fear. You must trust and believe you are protected. And the dark night of the soul is occurring globally right now for those that are still asleep or half woke. And many people are using the word woke now, and most people have no idea what it really means. And awakening and enlightenment is what should be the terms, or more correct terms. And it's a spiritual experience. And it's not just knowing conspiracies. That is part of it, learning truths being revealed to you. But there's deeper and deeper truths that are going to be revealed. And this is an overall cleansing of the mind and the body and soul, and you become reborn, as I discussed. And dark night of the soul, if you're not familiar with that, is akin to the hardest times in your life where you are really, truly tested, like some of the biggest tests that you'll ever experience. So traumatic things will happen. You'll end a marriage, lose your job, things like that, lose loved ones, or anything that's a life-changing experience is akin to dark night of the soul. And what happens is you go through this process, and it's also called ego death. And so part of your ego is being dissolved, part of your ego is dying at this time if you come through it correctly and start ascending. So again, preparing spiritually, I just have notes here. Mars is also going into retrograde, and that's going on till November 4th. So I expect big tests are coming at this time. So be ready for that. Don't have fear connected to that again. And part of my vision was also had to do with our phone. And they showed me and told me the phone is a weapon. And a lot of people know, of course, there's the 5G that is going through our phones and through our Wi-Fi, but how the news and the media and the people are telling you to be 6 feet apart, relate this to your phone, because it's so much better to keep your phone 6 feet away from you. It literally is a weapon. It's draining our life force, they showed me. And it's such a distraction. People are too distracted. That's part of the problem. And that's part of what the Matrix does, is keep you distracted. You know, you're not meditating, you're not going outside more, you're not spending more time with your family or going within and doing more productive things. But distractions are everywhere. And they also showed me a web, like, around just the earth, that we may think we're out of the web, that we've crawled out of one section of the web, and then we found ourselves in another section. So they explain this to me. It's like there's traps everywhere. There are soul traps everywhere. This could be distraction, sin, temptation, all those things that we need to be aware of. A lot of what's going on in the awakening is we have to awaken from the matrix. And I explain what the matrix is in some of my other videos, and I plan on doing a big video on that actually soon. But so I've been keeping my phone in the other room, also doing less time on social media. That's also extremely draining and a distraction. So I do use social media for good and use it to spread love, light, and wisdom, but I have considerably cut back on my usage and how often I'm on there, and regulating that. So do be mindful of that as well. And the other important message that, not just about 5G, not just about, tribulations coming, is to keep your hope, keep your positivity, keep being the light that you are for others. Also, so important that you hold that within you and shine that outwardly to help be the light in these dark times for others. But 5G is much more of a concern to me, myself, and enlightened ones than Corona. And I'm not concerned about Corona at all. And I know my vibration and my immune system protects me as well. So I feel we are going to, succeed. And I've already been told that we win. So we need to not stress, not to worry. And when we worry, we are praying for what we don't want. And you need to understand that what we manifest is coming from our thoughts and our deep thoughts, even our subconscious thoughts. So it's so important what you're programming, what you're feeding your mind and your body and your soul. What music are you listening to? What shows are you watching? What are you looking up on the internet? All these things are programs from the matrix. So try your best to avoid these negative matrix programs, and you will also begin to awaken more. And that's just, a spiritual tip for helping you waking up, and the ones half woke or more awakened. And well, I will wish you all love and peace, and keep going, my brothers and sisters. Times are hard, times are tough, and we will be tested. We will all be tested, but know that our tests get easier the higher your vibration is. So please, please keep your vibration high as best you can, as often as you can. So I'll say goodbye and farewell, and we'll be seeing you all soon. Thank you. Be blessed.